Hi, I'm Claude from Wilderness Skills. I'm going to talk about this sleeping pad, the Klymit Static V. The weight is only 514 grams, and as you can see, it is really compact when it's folded up. The measurements when it's inflated is 183 centimeters in length, 58.4 centimeters in the width, and 6.4 centimeters in height. The fabric is a 75 denier polyester, and it has a R value of 1.3, and the R value means that if the ground here is hotter than 8 degrees centigrade, then this sleeping pad will keep you warm. If I'm going to talk a little about the R value, is that if you have a sleeping pad with an R value of like 2.1, then the ground temperature should be higher than 2 degrees centigrade. If the ground is hotter, you can use a sleeping pad with a lower R value. For example, if you have a sleeping pad with a R value on 1.5, the ground should be 6 degrees centigrade or higher. On the other hand, if the ground is really cold, like let's say minus 11 degrees centigrade, then the R value of the sleeping pad should be at least 4.0. In the description, I'll put an explanation of the R value. Let's see the sleeping pad in action. Klymit states that you can inflate this sleeping pad in 10 to 15 breaths. So I'll try to do that without fainting. There is a valve here. It's a push and pull valve. So when it's pushed down here and locked, you can just turn it like a quarter turn. Then it's locked and the air is trapped inside. To open, you'll just turn it the other way and pull up, and then it's open. Well, let's see how many breaths it will take. "11 breaths. That's amazing. It's pretty hard now, and as you can see here, or as you can maybe deduct from the name, Static V, the channels here has a V shape. This means that the trapped air will not move as much around as if the channels were like on the long side here, or even on the shorter side. Making it like a V, all the air will be trapped inside, and you will not get these cold bridges or cold areas on the sleeping pad. So this is really good. The sleeping pad also have what they call anatomical body map. This means that when you lay on the sleeping pad, it will actually form around your body, and these small channels here on both sides, that will actually keep you stationed here in the middle of the mat, so you won't roll off the mat. And also the V shape also prevents this, the waterbed effect where you just wobble around. So this is really nice. I'll just place it here on my sleeping bag and try it out. It is really comfortable. Yeah, well, it's actually so comfortable I have a hard time getting up again, but let's go on with the video. Because of the relative thin fabric, you have to be aware of where you place the sleeping mat, so you don't punch a hole in it. And I have to say that in the small compression bag here, there is a repair kit with some glue and some small patches, so you are able to repair the sleeping pad in the field. What I normally do when I use a pad of this type is that I place it inside my sleeping bag. This is the Klymit Tropen, and it is 200 centimeters long, so there is ample place for this sleeping pad inside. So, like this. This way the installation is much more effective on the pad, and you'll actually get a little bit hotter, and of course you will protect the sleeping pad from punctures. So that's a tip you can use. What you should be aware of, one of the, maybe not a weak point, but at least a point that you need to take note of, is the valve here. I see this as one of the points that you should take care of. When you push and pull on the valve here, I normally grab a good hold of the neck of the valve and just not push and pull without anything, because I could see in the future that this might rupture right here on the valve, and if this breaks, you'll have a hard time repairing this in the field. So I normally just grab on the valve and pull out the valve and let the air out, so I can fold the sleeping pad together again. And as you can see, it's really fast to empty the air out of the sleeping pad. I've used this sleeping pad for some time now, and I'm actually amazed of how good it is to sleep on. I can really feel this body mapping effect, and I'll again put it in the notes so you can read a little bit more about this system by Klymit. It's really effective. And as you can see, the air is almost out now, and I'll pack this up. But I can recommend this sleeping pad to anyone. Just remember the R value on this one. Don't use it during really low temperatures. You might need an extra pad underneath. But anyways, really light, really compact sleeping pad. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.